Another big news today. We're just looking at the TVs above us, and Liverpool agree 110 million fee to sign Caicedo. Now, do you think this will happen?
Yeah, I think it's 111 million, which will make him comfortably the most expensive player in British history, one of the most expensive players of all time. We broke this exclusively on talkSPORT very late last night. All summer long, Caicedo has been pushing for a move to Chelsea. Liverpool have ghosted him at the last minute, and this medical is expected to be completed today. What a deal for Brighton, by the way. It works out £2 million profit per appearance for the Seagulls.
Amazing.
What they're buying for? 5, wasn't it? 4.5?
4, I think.
Yeah, £4.5 million.
£4.5 million.
Selling him for 111. I mean, that is incredible business from Tony Bloom. But where does it leave Chelsea? Because he's been a priority target. I would imagine they'll step up their interest in Romeo Lavia now, but I think they look really like Chelsea going into the new season. This is a big blow.
Do you know what? I don't know if you agree, Alex. I think the window should be shut today. You know, it's the opening game of the season, the Premier League. I think that's when the transfer window should close and stop all this uncertainty.
Well, we did try that, didn't we, a couple of seasons ago, and managers complained, and quickly we reverted to type. I've got to say, from a talkSPORT perspective, from a football fan's perspective, yesterday was probably the most seismic day of any transfer window that I've ever covered. So keep it open. This is fantastic entertainment.
Nice one, Alec. Keep us in touch, please. Thank you. Right, here we go. talkSPORT Shaban is back with a Shaban. Morning.
Morning. I have a big surprise coming up for you in just a couple of minutes' time. But before we go there, let's give a shout out to Hibs, because last night...
Brilliant result, by the way.
3-1 against Luzern in the Conference League qualifiers. So they have the second leg to go. If they win that, they're going to play Aston Villa at the end of the month, which is a bit of a John McGinn derby, which is fun for the McGinn family. Not far to travel for that one, just back along the road.
And Rangers, they're not home and dry yet, are they?
No. They're 2-1 up. 2-1 up, yeah.
No, we're just stating facts here, Ray.
Funny moment though in last night's game, might be trending on your timeline this morning. So there was a bit of a few nasty challenges, and then a bit of a square off between the Hibs players and the Luzern players. So the referee dropped his cards and about all that kerfuffle, and the Hibs player Martin Boyle took matters into his own hands and started giving players yellow cards. It's very funny.
Didn't he get booked though?
But he didn't get booked, but Gaza.
Yeah, I was just about to say Gaza.
I was just watching that clip back. It's so funny. Why would the referee book him for just having a laugh? But no, from what I can see, Martin Boyle was not booked, but he did give everyone a giggle along the way. And well done to Hibs, 3-1 so far. Now, Alan.
Yes.
Have you heard of Nick Montgomery? I can see he's searching for answers. Okay, so he's played 350 times for Sheffield United, and he's now in Sydney at Central Coast Mariners. He's the manager there.
He's a midfielder, isn't he? I'm sure he is.
Oh, good knowledge, right? He's been speaking to Courtney Sweetman Kirk. It's a very, very small world, because he also played for Wollongong Wolves, where you are a legend.
Wollongong Wolves, I finished my career there. It's a semi-pro club out here. Good chairman in Tori Lavalley, and I'll be honest, I enjoyed my time there. I started doing a bit of the coaching, but never heard Alan's name mentioned. So sorry, Alan, if you're watching. He's a legend, but I'm not sure he's a Wollongong Wolves legend.
Who's that? Colin Montgomery.
So you ain't got a statue up?
We're still searching.
Where's that plaque as well? He's got a plaque up.
Hold on a minute. What age is he?
He's got to be. He's got to be
40s. Don't bite.
40s.
Okay.
I'm
41.
not biting. I love my time.
Chunk out of
the
this.
Lagoon restaurant down in Wollongong. They had the World Surfing Championships down there.
How many goals did you score for Mel?
Yeah,
a few. Can't remember, but a few.
I want to get it up.
Trevor came out. Trevor Francis came out as well.
Do a bit of surfing moves down there?
Yeah.
Well, we want to appeal to Sydney listeners this morning. Anybody in Australia? Do you know Alan Brazil in Sydney from Wollongong?
Well, they won't do. They're all too young in there. I scored the first goal.
I think you're biting.
I'm not biting.
You're biting.
I don't bite. I'm just giving you facts.
A chunk out of this. So yeah, if you know Alan from Wollongong Wolves, we would love to hear from you. And there's a lovely one.
I stayed at the Champion Hotel.
How long were you there again? Season? 6 months?
I was only meant to
12 games you played?
I was meant to go for...
No, you played 12 league games.
Yeah, I was meant to go for 3.
You done all right, though.
I know I did.
Scored no goals.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
No, you got 4 goals.
Well, there you
1
go.
in 3.
There you
Not
go.
bad.
Yeah. Ray, we have a place for you, actually, if you fancy visiting Sydney anytime soon.
Oh, I love Sydney.
There's a Luton Curry Club in Sydney, and they're celebrating Luton's first game returning to the Premier League by watching the game at midnight.
Brilliant.
Their time Sunday morning while indulging in curries and drinking cobras.
That sounds right up my street. I'm going to the airport. Don't know about Harry Kane. I'm going.
You must have missed your curries and cobras. I
haven't had a. I wanted to go with one last night.
How many curries and cobras would you have in a week?
One.
Okay, that's fine.
No more than one.
No. One curry. One curry.
Yeah, more cobras. Yeah. Only one curry. Put a couple of digits on the end of the cobras.
Mind you, his missus, that Indian wine is murder, honestly.
Oh, Sue Ellen. Oh.
Who?
No, who? Alan nicknamed my missus Sue Ellen.
Right, okay.
You've obviously seen Dallas, haven't you?
Yes. I might be on that path.
She's very tipsy. She's very tipsy a lot of the day.
So there you go. So, no, I don't. That's how I didn't know him, Nick Montgomery.
Isn't it great to see clubs like Luton, what they've gone through to be back in the Premier League?
Well, Sheffield United as
Sheffield United.
They're both going to
and it would have been a great story either way. Coventry as well. Alan obviously played for Coventry.
Lovely story in the papers today as well for Tom Lockyer from Luton after he had that, the heart problem on the pitch in the playoff game at Wembley, getting himself back to fitness, speaking to Christian Eriksen, making sure he got the right people to support him, and will be good to go for the start of the season.
Pants.
It's nice, isn't it?
Let's say good day to Chris from Wollongong.
Oh my
Chris,
God,
how are we, Chris?
Brother Chris of Alan.
I'm pretty good, guys. I'm actually in the UK. I moved back 5 years ago, but lived in Wollongong 25 years from 1992. I got there just after Alan and Trevor Francis has obviously left us, come back here. But a lot of my friends played for the Wolves, owned the Wolves, with the chairman of the Wolves, Brian Hastings. You know Brian?
Yeah.
Brian's a very good friend of mine and his family. Was over here a few months ago, actually, at a Liverpool game. So I'm well aware of Alan. I got there in 92 and being a Pommer, etc., living over there. They said, you'll know Alan Brazil played here and Trevor Francis, which I didn't at the time. And so you're a bit of a legend back home, Al, trust me. You and Trevor Francis are remembered very fondly in Wollongong. It's a great place. I had classes by home, although back in the UK now. My son played there. He won the youth championship with them before we moved back to the UK. The player in the UK now is the goalkeeper. So, happy days, mate. And I listen to you all the time when I'm on the road. I'm on the road a lot. And I've been meaning to call and say, listen, I'm going to put this record straight. Alan Brazil, Trevor Francis, back in Wollongong.
You'll do it for me, Chris. Thank you.
Well done, Chris.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.